People don't
Stack it in my bag. Yeah, stack it in my bag. Got a crypto grind. Currency's flowing, every coin's in my mind. My Coinbase the upper, watch the numbers climb. In this damn fine, feeling so prime. Hustling these protocols, phones in the van. Emptying up my radar, I can't understand. Jumping on the wave, watch me move the plan. Holding diamond hands in this crypto land. Got my eyes on the prize, making moves like a king. Every transaction hit a cash registers ring. Ride a blockchain, we won't never be slow. In the world of finance, that's the profit.
If you're holding real world assets, utility assets, you are a bank.
Yeah, of course, we go over the news and stuff, but we just do what feels natural when we be doing our thing.
I gotta get this money on. Yeah, no, this shit keep blanking. I think this shit got a shortage. What's up with that? What's good, y'all? We back. What it do? What's up, everybody? I know we a little late. I had to get some shit done this morning. Responsibilities.
Life, man. That's
Responsibilities.
That's life. They know we be here, fam. We be here.
Y'all already know we're gonna tap in every time, and I'm definitely gonna tap in on a green Monday. Come on now, we've been red too long. Well, but what's up, y'all? So we back. We got a couple things, of course, to talk about today. I was just telling TikTok, if y'all do get this $2,000 tariff dividend, some of y'all, unless you finna get evicted or them lights getting turned off, you need to take that whole 2,000 and put that shit right in the market. Don't even account for it. We're gonna talk about it though. We're gonna talk about how it would affect crypto. We're gonna talk about the 5 XRP ETFs that got listed on the DTCC. So will XRP be touching $10 soon? We got an article on that. We're going to talk about Coinbase. So Coinbase launches a public token sales platform with US access. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Bank of England. They launched a stablecoin consultation. So the final rules to come in 2026. Ledger. So Ledger eyes New York listing as revenue hits triple-digit millions amid surge in hacks. So we're going to talk about Ledger. We actually got 2 articles on Ledger today. We got Ledger pages blocked as UK crypto crackdown hits education, advertising, and banking. We're going to talk about that. I have a video. Shout out to Mr. Man on X. I'm going to actually share one of his tweets because I felt like this was valuable information. I think a lot of people that come in here in the comments and ask us why XRP ain't went to the moon yet, what's taking XRP so long, all this good news coming out, why is the price stagnant, why the price don't move, price. That's all I hear. So we have an individual that was at the World Blockchain Summit who broke down how you must understand how XRP enables ROUSD and what will cause XRP to move up in price. And I like the breakdown that they give. So we're going to go over that. We're going to talk about the Senate because I think a lot of y'all don't understand that XRP is a software or it's a tech like Ripple. XRP, like it's a software, it's a technology. I don't think a lot of y'all are grasping that part of it, and then you don't understand the technology either. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that, and we're gonna talk about how the Senate moves to reopen the government, clearing the path for crypto action. Of course, y'all know I'm sharing Eleanor's article on that one. We're gonna talk about Michael Burry's Big Short. Is the AI bubble bigger than Bitcoin? We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about global money supplies through the roof, hitting $142 trillion in September. We'll talk about that. And then we're gonna talk about why BlackRock remains bullish on Bitcoin despite recent price slowdown. So y'all get comfortable because we got a lot to go over. We're gonna try and be as swift as possible. So I'm gonna actually just go ahead and start off with Coinbase. Well, no, let's actually because we was already talking about it. Let's just go ahead and get Trump out of the way, and it's $2,000. Because this does have an effect on crypto, so we will talk about that. So it says investors saw the announcement as a positive catalyst for crypto markets, but the proposed stimulus hinges on a Supreme Court ruling. So yes, we are waiting on the Supreme Court. I think they got pretty much control of the Supreme Court, though, right?
Yeah, for the most part.
For the most part. So yeah, we'll see. But let's talk about this $2,000 real quick. So Trump said that most U.S. adults should receive a dividend of at least $2,000 funded by tariff revenues. So the idea is that tariffs bring in revenue, then that revenue gets distributed back to the public. But it's also important to know that the plan is not yet certain. So please remember that. The legality is under question. So the Supreme Court of the United States may need to approve aspects. And the specifics of who qualifies and when are still unclear. So we waiting on just more details, and it looks like it has to pass the Supreme Court, guys. So don't get your hopes up on it. So why it might matter for crypto. So when people receive extra cash, some portion of it might flow into risk assets like stock and crypto. So rather than just savings or spending, that could boost demand for crypto. On the flip side, the policy raises concerns about inflation, national debt, and fiat currency weakening. So all of which can affect crypto markets in complex ways. So because the policy is still uncertain and could be challenged legally, the crypto market may respond with volatility, either by reacting positively to the potential stimulus or negatively to the risk uncertainty. So yes, if implemented, a $2,000 tariff dividend could act as a stimulus that flows into crypto and other assets, but it comes with increased risk of inflation, regulatory or legal uncertainty, and macro instability. So there's a chance for a crypto market boost, but don't count on it because it's not guaranteed right now. And the policy details and risks matter a lot as well. So yeah, we gotta wait for more details and all that as far as how it affects crypto. But again, if you get this $2,000, please don't go buy seafood boards and go on vacation. Jesus Christ.
You know that's what they're gonna do. You know that's what a lot of people are gonna do. You know that's what they're gonna do, fam. You know they just gonna be like, all right, I got a couple thousand, I'm up again. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna, do this with the kids. I'm gonna do this and that and splurge on myself and back down to a couple $100.
I got a scenario for you. What if they test what is it, Fed Now? What if they because the banks are already using that Fed Now system. What if they just go ahead and test the digital wallet thing and they give it to everybody like in a digital wallet and they test it, you know what I'm saying, and do the test run with the $2,000 like that?
Yep.
That would be interesting. That would be interesting if they did it like that, like to show people like, look, this is a faster way to get it. You see how everybody got it at the same time? Like
that's how you get mass adoption quick as hell.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they try something like that. I don't think y'all are getting this 2,000 or we are getting this $2,000 this year. I think it'll be 2026. But who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? So don't sit around holding your breath for it. So when we get more details, we will discuss it on live. So let's wait to see what the Supreme Court says, number one. And number two, we still have unclear details. So we let's wait for the specifics because we don't know who qualifies, how to qualify, what the qualifications will be. So let's wait till we get some more details and see what the Supreme Court says and what gets approved. And then we'll circle back to this $2,000 tariff dividend. So just want to set proper expectations.
But your main point is people gonna give it back. They're gonna give it right back.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That sounds right. Because even back when Jokers was getting that $600, $1,200, yo, people was buying new cars and shit. People was like, oh, we out here. You know what I'm saying? You know how many new car stickers I've seen in 2020? I know you've seen them.
Yeah. 30-day tags everywhere. See what y'all doing. Like so yeah, we'll go ahead and since we just talked about the $2,000, we'll just go ahead and move right into the government shutdown. I'm gonna share this article right here straight from Eleanor. So Senate moves to reopen government, clearing the path for crypto action. So we'll go ahead and deep dive into this article real quick.
Get them likes up over there on YouTube too.
Yeah, make sure y'all like the live as y'all coming in. Make sure y'all like the live. How many likes over there?
I don't know.
Y'all got to get them likes up. Hold on, let me see, because y'all going to piss me off. Where them likes at? We got to run the likes up. Let me see.
Not even 40? Get them likes up over there on YouTube.
It's 38 over there. By the time I finish this article game, I need to see because it look like it's 85 people watching. So if you want to hit that like button, please hit that like button. Please hit that like button because by the time I finish going over this article, if I don't like what them likes said, I'm hitting that in live stream. So yes, so the Senate moves to reopen the government, clearing the path for crypto action. So the Senate reached a bipartisan deal to reopen the U.S. federal government after a long shutdown. So by doing so, agencies that were stalled or shut down can resume full operations. So this includes regulatory bodies like the SEC, and the CFTC as well. So this matters for crypto because with these agencies back up and running, the path is cleared for crypto-related approvals, rule makings, and legislative work. So this article also mentions that the crypto markets got a boost when this news broke. For example, Bitcoin and Ethereum jumped in price. One specific example, the possibility that a spot ETF for XRP could launch soon. So this is cool because also we are looking for them to go ahead and get this Clarity Act done, and get this shit on Trump desk before the year is over with. So yeah, we gotta keep an eye on it. But yeah, the reopening deal in the Senate definitely signals that U.S. regulators can resume full operation. So that removes a major drag on crypto product approvals and regulatory rulemaking. So for the crypto industry, this could accelerate developments, and it may act as a strong catalyst for market action. So it's go time. It's go time.
Let's push it. Let's push it, fam. Like we're ready, man. We're ready.
Let's run it up. Let's run it up. So yeah, those ETFs are coming. So today's the 10th. What was it? The 12th for H bar. What was the XRP? The 14th?
14th, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Damn, that came up quick. It's already the 10th. Damn, we just paid rent. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking month be flying. So next thing you
Yep.
know, it's gonna be time to pay rent again. So yeah. So this is pretty. It looks pretty bullish to me. I'm waiting to see more price action. I'm waiting to see. I heard we're supposed to get some good news this week. I can't say too much, but I think that a lot of people who are doubters are going to look very foolish after this week. Possibly from what I've been hearing. But we'll see. I can't say too much. Let me shut up before I get a phone call. But I can say that much that this week could be a pretty huge week. We may get some pretty interesting announcements this week. And that's as much as I can say. So just be on the lookout. Yeah, keep your phone in your pocket because it might get pretty spicy pretty quick.
I'm down for that, yo. I'm down for that. For sure.
I can't wait to come on here and have my one. I'm only gonna do it one time, but I can't wait to come on here and have my. You better watch what you say about folk, because you don't know who people know and who people be tapped in with and who be rubbing elbows and who be so.
No, you don't.
Be careful. Be careful. This is why it's don't underestimate people. Don't ever underestimate people, gang. I'm telling you, because everybody don't show their hand. Everybody does not show their entire hand.
No, I don't understand the power of this, the internet. Just, like Queen always say, we may not have the biggest platform, but it's a platform nevertheless that fam.
I wouldn't sleep on it.
Cats has been real consistent over here. Just saying.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so yeah, that was pretty much it with that. So yeah, so the government, so we'll see if we get these ETF approvals this week coming in from H bar as well as the spot XRP ETFs. And dang, that leads me right into this article. Then I might as well go ahead and go over where is it at? Because the DTCC already started listing. Yeah, that DTCC one.
This is good. This is a good find. This is definitely a good find. The Depository Trust Clearing Corporation.
Yeah. Where is
QE is coming? Yep. Quantitative easing is
definitely coming in December, right? Okay.
It's coming.
And then, and speaking of that, we'll go ahead and then after this, we'll talk about that global money supply going through the roof, because you got an article on that about hitting $142 trillion this past September. We'll talk about that as well. Hold on, where is the here it is. Okay. 5 XRP ETFs listed on the DTCC. So it's XRP touching $10 soon. This is the name of the article. Queen indeed did not say $10 soon. Okay. Y'all be trying to run people's name through the mud, boy. And it sounds good for right now while the price is at $250 or whatever it's at. but then you're gonna look stupid soon.
Yeah.
You might look stupid in the coming weeks. But yes, 5 XRP ETFs listed on DTC on the DTCC. So yeah, let's dive right into this. I thought this was pretty interesting. I'm waiting to see the DTCC if they're gonna make that move and go ahead and launch that platform that they demoed. So maybe we may have a catalyst for that as well. But yeah, so we have 5 spots. Let me be specific: 5 spots ETFs based on XRP that have appeared on the DTCC system, signaling these funds are operationally ready. So issuers include big names: Franklin Templeton, Bitwise Asset Management, 21 Shares, Canary Capital, and coin shares. So the DTCC listing, it does not equal regulatory approval by the SEC, but it's a major step toward launch. So on a technical chart, signals for XRP show that it's consolidating and setting up a potential breakout. So these are the chart bros. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just reading, correct the article because I'm just reading what the article says. But it does say that it is consolidating and setting up a potential breakout. So one analyst identifies $1.90 as a final retest before an upward move to $10. That is what it says.
Woo!
So if these ETFs launch, ordinary investors will have easier access to XRP via brokerage accounts, not just via crypto exchanges or self-custody. Also, institutional flows. So big fund managers launching XRP ETFs could bring substantial institutional capital into XRP, which tend to drive liquidity and price moves. Also, we have market psychology or momentum. So the fact that the listing and technical setup are aligning gives the market a hope or momentum component. So something everyday earners and 9-to-5 workers can relate to is that the idea that crypto isn't just for insiders, but the game is shifting. The game is shifting. So so it's looking like they're getting because to me, the DTCC ain't finna sit here and waste time listing these spot ETFs on their damn site just for them to be like, oh, the SEC said no. Now they got to go back and take it all off. I mean, they could, but it's like, for what? Clearly, it's the DTCC. They know more than we do. XRP is moving toward a big moment. So 5 spots ETFs now in the DTCC system. The stage is set for potential institutional grade investment access. So if the ETFs launch and the technical setup plays out, we could see a strong price move. Also, forget the price. Let's talk about that supply shock. Because nigga,
yeah. That buy up.
Notice this is the wicked side. This is the wicked side. Notice they ain't giving y'all that $2,000 anytime soon. They're gonna give y'all that $2,000 when that XRP supply shot happens. So y'all can go buy other shit. XRP though, you might not be able to get none. Get it while supplies last. By the time y'all get that $2,000, some of y'all like, I'm gonna cop XRP if Trump send that $2,000. No, you might want to figure something else out. Because I don't think it would be by the time y'all get that $2,000 stimulus check. I think XRP will be completely off of the market. I don't think it'll be no more.
Think so?
It could, nigga. It's 5 spot ETFs. Kurt came on here. Let me see what Kurt doing. Kurt came on here and did the math for y'all. And we're talking about on a global scale. This isn't just the United States of America. On a global scale, and they not making no more. They already told you what the circulating supply was. It's not gonna be that much left, gang. Like if y'all don't cop before these ETF approvals, if y'all don't cop before these ETF approvals, gang, I don't know. But you know they got first dibs. They got bigger buy orders.
They do. They do got bigger buy orders. They got the biggest.
Khalil said, and I was talking to DTCC personally 4 days ago, and they are only needing a Web3 platform for crypto. Damn. Thoughts on Flare Network. Dang, we just did. Shout out to Cecil. We just posted. I'm going to actually show the ad for that. We just posted a video on Flare for DeFi.
Jokers is asking where you get your hat at. Where you got your fit at.
I can't tell you how well I get the drip from. I'm just joking. Go to Culture Kings. The let me share this real quick and just show this ad real quick. I'm glad somebody just said something about Flare. That reminded me. So speaking of Flare,
woo, Ric Flair, nigga. Woo.
what's at it? Hold on, y'all.
What are you talking about?
Oh, it's right here.
The joint that you put in Patreon, right?
Yeah, just a little.
Okay, guys, welcome back to BlockNation DeFi. We are about to help you guys put your XRP to work.
That's it. Yeah, that's all y'all get. So yeah, make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Speaking of Flare, so yeah, we're unlocking Flare DeFi, deploying capital into W Flare and FXRP on SparkDex. You can earn between 30 to 50%. I know Caesar had been working on this for a minute. Caesar's very thorough. He was paranoid over this one too because it's your XRP. So we want to be very, very careful with our XRP. His timing might be immaculate because think about getting an XRP, and I'm just speaking a hypothetical, but he gets an XRP. Let's say that this article is accurate for once, and it goes to $10, and you deploy it into one of these pools, and you earn a 30 to 50%, and XRP do go between $5 to $10. God damn, that timing would be immaculate. We might actually get up here and pop our shit if that shit happened.
Nah, we might have to.
You ain't gonna be able to tell us shit after that, boy. You ain't be able to tell us shit after that. So yeah, y'all, make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. DeFi is going to be here whether you like it or not. Legislation coming soon on DeFi, but like we tell y'all all the time, y'all better get in before it's regulated. Better to be early. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the money supply. The global money supply.
Yeah, let's talk about it. That money supply. What is you talking about when we talk about that money supply? So global money supply. What we got here? We got global money supply through the roof, hitting 142 trillion in September. All right. So what does that mean, though? So basically what happened was the total amount of money in the world, which is the broad money supply, hit a record 142 trillion in September, which is up 6.7% from last year. China, the EU, and the United States added the most to this growth, right? The United States Fed hinted that QE, which is the buying bonds to add money into the system, that's what's about to happen, could return as soon as 2026. Try December 1st. That's what they said before anyway. Increasing liquidity. More money and easier policy often push investors toward riskier assets like Bitcoin and crypto. I like how this article mentioned and crypto, not just Bitcoin. Some traders say that the current fear and bad price action don't mean that the bull market is over, but big runs usually end in excitement, not panic. So basically what happened was the global broad money supply reached 142 trillion in September, which is a new record, and has grown 446% since the year 2000, which is about 7% per year on average. They just keep printing, fam. They just keep printing. And then the leaders by size, you got 47 trillion with China, 22 trillion with the EU, and 22 trillion with the United States. And this matters because when there's more liquidity, more money in it has to go somewhere. Where's it going to go? Often it goes to risk assets like stocks, crypto, hard assets like gold, real estate, and new narratives like AI, artificial intelligence, and crypto cycles. So if the bond yields fall and traditional assets stall, crypto can look attractive to some investors. You damn right. And then the New York Fed President John Williams suggested that quantitative tightening, which is shrinking the balance sheet, could end once reserves are ample. Then the Fed could slowly buy assets again to keep markets stable. Many analysts think that QE could restart around Q1 2026, and then that more liquidity equals a potential tailwind for risk assets. And then some crypto prices have been weak recently, causing fear. Right, the market was red for a little bit, but people like Dan Tapiro. I don't know how you say his last name, but he said that the bull markets usually end in euphoria, not when people are scared, and bad price action shakes out weak hands before the next leg up. And that's what we was talking about last week. So the money supply through the roof is still growing, and policy may turn into QE, which we was talking about earlier, boosting liquidity again. I mean, this seems about right. You know what I mean? Like, not just because we just on the bullish side of things, but it just seems like we're in that point of, okay, something got to give. ETF approvals is happening, market clarity, a lot of stuff is happening, in Q4 going into Q1. So this all makes sense. They're going to put more money in the system. They're not going to let this system fall. They're not going to let the whole shit fail. They're going to keep this shit going.
Yeah, for sure. They got money. Yeah, they can't lose no money. They ain't trying to do that.
Right. So the liquidity waves often, benefit, cryptocurrency. That's what, this piece is pretty much, hammering, that is going to help the market just overall. And then settlement, right now is shaky, but which usually doesn't, mark the end of a bull cycle at the end of the day. So we're going to see.
They pushed GTA 6 back to November, so that got me thinking. It's a lot is going to happen between now and before that November.
Absolutely. They got the call. And was like, okay, just wait. Just wait. We got to do something else. We got to fix something else. And not just that, because I was talking to shout out to Robbie. I was talking to Robbie last night about it. He was like, yo, he's bullish on the fact that GTA actually did that, because now they want to perfect it even more. It seems like they found something that they could perfect.
Sounds like since everything's getting ready to be approved and we get ready to have market structure and all that, it sounds like they need to do a trial run. And that May, what was it? It was supposed to come in May, and then
Yep.
That wasn't enough time. They trying to make sure they don't have no hiccups, and they're gonna make sure y'all scammers can't scam. That's really what they're doing. They're trying to find every loophole possible that a scammer could find. That, like, all of that factors into all of that. So they're doing trial runs, and that trial run will be over before that November date, and they're gonna be ready to go. It'll be ready before fall. They just giving themselves enough time, because that's why they did November. And then that's a good time to release the games right before Christmas, right at Black Friday. People be ready to spend money at this time of the year. So that was actually smart marketing on their end, because they probably could have did it sooner, but the marketing team probably was like, well, shit, if y'all wanted to wait till August, we might as well wait till November, and we can make even more money because it's right before Christmas. Like, that's probably what happened, because I'm thinking they probably didn't need to push it all the way to November, but this is the
biggest games. The biggest games are dropping, before Christmas.
Exactly. This is a business. So yeah, if you in game, and shout out all my gamers in the chat, tap in. All my gamers in the chat, tap in right quick. If you a gamer in the chat, drop a fire.
Okay.
To see something. I need all my gamers in the chat to tap in real quick, because shout out to speaking of Robbie, make sure y'all in our chat. All the gamers in the chat. If you ain't tapped in with us, Chef in here. Chef.
What up, Chef?
I need to DM Chef, because Chef be streaming. I need to hit Chef. I got some bid. We need to talk some business, Chef. Chef. Hold on. Let me get Chef thing. Chef, send me a message on here. I ain't know Chef was in here. Yeah, Chef, we gotta talk some business. Send me a DM, Chef, so I can see it when I get off. I gotta talk to you.
Game, but I'll be buying GTA. I hear that.
Yeah, not for sure. Yeah, all the gamers in the chat. Okay. So, yeah, y'all need to get in our gaming chat. All the gamers tap in with us. So y'all do know the gaming industry it's already huge. It's already a huge market, but gaming's about to go to another level next year. Y'all do know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like for y'all kids that be sitting home playing games all day, y'all might want to let them keep playing that game. They might need to get real good at it, because they might be covering the mortgage here pretty soon. Like kids might be paying some bills around that house. They might actually earn that little room y'all got them in. Y'all might want to keep them support their gaming habits, the way gaming getting ready to turn up. Okay, I was just trying to see. Let me see over here on YouTube what's going on. We got some gamers over here too. All right, if y'all want the link to the chat, because we about to start gaming. I just got all my stuff set up as well, so we about to start gaming and stuff. About BlockNation gaming, we about to we had already started it, but we about to pull it back up and take it way more serious this time. Try to get everybody on board. We got some stuff coming too with gaming too, don't we? We got a class.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's gonna be huge. So yeah, y'all be on the lookout for that. I think we'll drop that sometime this week. About this game, the metaverse stuff. It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. But no, for those that want to be the gaming chat free too. The gaming chat, you don't have to pay to be in BlockNation Gaming. So if y'all want to get in that gaming chat with us, shoot me a DM or send us an email or something, and we'll send y'all the link to get in the gaming chat. But we about to turn up this gaming shit though. And if you plan to buy GTA 6, you need to get on GTA 5 so you know how to play GTA 6 because GTA 6 finna be for advanced gamers. Yeah, I better get right. So now's the time, since y'all know y'all got till next November to get GTA 5 down pat. So when GTA 6 come out, you ready to go because it's gonna be money to make when that shit come out. It's money to make now, but it's gonna be even more money to make when GTA 6 drops. So you might want to get right. Might want to go ahead and get that. If you ain't already playing it, you might want to get right on GTA. So if y'all want that link for the game, and just hit me up, we'll put the link. Actually, let me see if I can add it to the description over here on YouTube, and then maybe y'all can hop in it. D, didn't you just send me that link yesterday? Yep, here it is. Let me just put it back at the bottom. Yeah, I might could go ahead and add this to the description. I got y'all right now.
Oh no, that's not it. That's
not it.
Yeah, that's Robbie. That's Robbie. That was for me.
No, this the one. Me and him. Me and this the one we're using now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, this the one we're using now. Let me see.
For Discord? The Discord?
Yeah, we're switching.
Oh, okay.
We're moving everything from Telegram to Discord.
Okay.
It's going in here.
I got you.
Yeah, this is the same. This the main one. Yeah, because they all was streaming for. Oh, I'm on Forza too. Who trying to play Forza? I'm actually a beast at Forza. I was playing Forza yesterday, D. I'm actually a motherfucking beast at that game. So if y'all trying to see me in Forza, let's run it. I'm sorry. All right, let me put this in here. Hold on. Yo, we can run it. We can run it for sure. And I tell y'all know if I'm talking shit on live stream, y'all know I talk shit while I play games. So don't get mad and shit.
Oh yeah. Nah, it's gonna be ridiculous.
I know we about to have fun. We about to have fun though. That's the main thing. Niggas about to have fun. That's the whole point of gaming to me. I saw money and saw green, so I said, we finna tap in.
Listen, nobody said now we talking play Forza on Xbox. Okay.
Oh, let's get it then. Who said that?
Mr. Nobody.
Mr. Nobody. Oh, yeah. Let's get busy then. I'm about to put the link in the description on YouTube. I'm putting it in there right now. Y'all let me know. It's BlockNation Gaming. It's with Robbie. So I'm going to just tap in BlockNation Gaming with Robbie. Shout out my bro, Robbie. Update. All right, y'all. Yeah. All right, we'll get back to crypto. But yeah, gaming. Crypto has everything to do with it. It's Web3 gaming, crypto, all that shit about to go hand in hand. So there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing gaming on Twitch. I just need to get better at GTA and stuff. First, before I get on, y'all not about to be talking shit. Y'all not gonna be talking shit to me. Let me get right. Give me 2 weeks to get right real quick on the game, and then I'm gonna be twitching it up for sure.
I mean, Joker's just be doing whatever on that shit anyway.
Well, for real. Because that's definitely, I just be robbing people for no reason and shooting people. It's my favorite thing to do. Got a whole problem. But yeah. So tap in with us if y'all want to get in with the gaming. Just hit us up in an email, whatever. We'll send you the link. All right. So let's talk about BlackRock real quick. D, what's this? It says BlackRock. They still gonna remain bullish on Bitcoin despite the recent price slowdown.
So your boys at BlackRock, they still like Bitcoin for the long run, even though the price has slowed down. So the reason is fast growing adoption, much better liquidity and market plumbing, thanks partly to his own ETF, which is IBIT, and weakening trust in traditional money systems, because the trust is definitely weakening in regular traditional finance. They see Bitcoin as both digital monetary hedge and technology bet on growing crypto infrastructure. Short-term swings don't change their long-term view. So basically what they're saying, Bitcoin reached 300 million users in about 12 years, faster than early internet or mobile phone users. So They see Bitcoin's value growing with the networks over the decades, not month-to-month prices. And then long-term returns, a 10-year look shows Bitcoin's total and annualized returns beat stocks, gold, commodities, and bonds, despite big yearly ups and downs. And then, but the volatility is the cost of exposure, not a deal breaker. That's what they feel. And institutions are still coming in. Infrastructure is stronger. Regulated custodians and benchmarks and audits. With the macro uncertainty, boosts Bitcoin's case as well. And strategic lens, they build products for multi-decade allocations, not short-term trading. So choppy price changes don't change this thesis at all. So how IBIT, their Bitcoin ETF, changed the game is because it's easier access. Institutions can hold Bitcoin in a familiar ETF wrapper, no keys, no wallet, you know what I mean? And then it's better liquidity. So IBIT became the most traded Bitcoin ETF, tightening spends and deepening order books, key for big allocations. And then institutional grade rails, work with Coinbase Prime, regulated pricing, and strict audits. And then over $3 billion processed via in-kind transfers, showing big holders confidence. And then you got these big flows. So since 2024 launch, you got $64 billion in net inflows, outpacing all other U.S. Bitcoin funds combined. BlackRock is never going to lose, fam. They're never going to lose the game. They're the computer. They're the computer on hard times 10. That's who BlackRock is. If you ever played the computer on the highest level, on the highest difficulty level, that's who BlackRock is, times 5, 10. So the global money alternative thesis is that it's not a dollar replacement, but it gains relevance when traditional money systems are stressed. And then 2-in-1 bet. Yeah. BlackRock is definitely all Madden. He's definitely all Madden. Whatever's after all Madden is that too. Even though it's nothing beyond that. But you know what I'm saying? The monetary hedge plus exposure to build out the blockchain payments settlement rails for sure. And yeah. So they bullish. Being that they say they're bullish with Bitcoin makes me feel like, of course, they're bullish with just the overall crypto market, because we know that they're just in more than just Bitcoin. We know that they in with Ripple somehow, some way. We know that they in with Stellar somehow, some way. BlackRock is in, bed with everybody just by default, just because they own like I don't know how much percent of the world. Put the percentage of the world you think BlackRock owns. Put it in the chat. What percentage of the world does BlackRock own to y'all? Because we've always talked about them since like the beginning. Crypto KB says 76%. Cyril said 25, 90, 98, 50%, 60%. Yeah, I'm thinking they own a little bit more than 50%. I think anything less than 50% is questionable, but they own a good portion of the world. Vanguard owns the rest. Yep. Vanguard, State Street. Yep. So BlackRock is bullish. That just makes me seem BlackRock is bullish just on crypto. They don't care how low the price goes. Bitcoin could go to 50K. $65%, 17%.
Hey, if y'all don't see the link, y'all gotta just email or send me a message. Y'all gonna have to DM me. I'm gonna have to send it to you.
Oh, they said never mind.
Oh, okay. But then somebody else said it's saying invalid, but I clicked on it and it worked, so I don't know. But I'm actually already in the chat, so
75%. Yeah. BlackRock owns a lot of shit. BlackRock, Aladdin, they got their computer Aladdin that's been giving them information since the beginning. I think Aladdin been around since the 80s, since before a lot of some of us was even born. So they've been doing predictions on the world since the 80s. If they're lying to you about not getting the XRP ETF, why do you believe them now?
Who lied?
Somebody said if they're lying to you about not getting.
I heard you. Who lied?
It's BlackRock. They gonna have your shit. Cause remember, what was it last year? Didn't a whole bunch of ETFs pop up last year? Mm-hmm. And then they tried to say it wasn't them. Was that BlackRock?
I'm not too sure, but I mean they'll enter the chat when they enter the chat. We got 5 other ETFs that's getting ready to enter the chat. So that's all I'm what's already getting done is all I'm interested in.
Shout out to y'all over there, over 100K on TikTok. Appreciate y'all. That's the new standard.
I think YouTube ran it up. They got it's over 100 over there.
That's what's up.
Appreciate y'all. So real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about XRP real quick. Because I did see it was a question in the chat. Basically asking, do they have any use for XRP? So let's just go ahead and get this out the way. So shout out to Mr. Man again for this tweet right here. So, and I will play the clip. So it says, for those individuals that still struggle to see why XRP is not being used currently at high volumes, this should open your eyes. So USD is still the regulated way banks use a bridge currency. When BIS, basically when the BIS of crypto asset reduces the risk weight from 1,250% to hold unbacked assets like Bitcoin, XRP, ETH, etc. Then and only then banks will use XRP for liquidity. Okay, so the way the FX functions presently is GBP to USD, which is the bridge currency, to peso. When crypto can be used, the flow will change to GBP to XRP, which is the bridge currency, to peso. So you must understand how XRP enables RLUSD. RLUSD does not diminish XRP's use. And this is I think his name is Navin. I don't know how to say his last name, Gupta, but he explains this for CBDC and currency FX at the World Blockchain Summit. So I'm gonna play the clip, but Mr. Man broke down what he was saying because, of course, he makes it sound more fucking difficult. So shout out to Mr. Man for breaking it down so we could understand it in English. And his accent also doesn't help. That's why I broke it down before y'all saw it, so y'all know what he's talking about, know what he's saying. Okay, so please understand. Don't listen to people who's like, oh, the price won't move. They got all these announcements and the price don't move. The price don't move. It's a technology that has to be used for the price to move. It's not going to move off of news. This is not that type of asset. Okay. So I'm gonna play this clip right quick.
So from what I understand, Ripple is the underlying infrastructure layer through which money is transferred from, across borders, right? Where does the XRP bit come in? Is this this a token?
So Ripple is a software. So nothing else. Ripple is a software which essentially enables this infrastructure to happen.
There you go. He tells y'all straight up, Ripple is a software. Okay. So when that part clicks, y'all will understand why news articles and announcements about partnerships is not moving the price, because Ripple is a software.
XRP is trading freely in say A exchange in the UK, where GBP to XRP is getting traded, say for example, $50 million a day, right? Similarly, there is an exchange in Philippines that is trading XRP to Philippine peso, $50 million equivalent a day. So what we are doing is we are bringing these two order books together, and when you're sending a remittance from GBP to Philippines peso, we are bringing these two order books together. We are transferring GBP using XRP as a bridge within 2 seconds itself and converting that to Philippines peso and doing the payout, right? And it's a software that essentially brings everybody together. XRP is itself trading independently of each other in these two order books. Thousands of people, they're trading it for their own purpose. No, this is fully compliant because what we do is we work with regulated institutions only on both the sides, and these are fully approved transactions. So the way it would work in traditional world would be GBP to US dollars to Philippines peso. In this case, it's moved from GBP to XRP to Philippines peso. There are a number of people who are trying to do it. We have built a system at scale which essentially works. It's aggregated. We work with regulated financial institutions. So, yes.
Basically, he's saying, why can't somebody else just do this? Why got to be XRP? Because people cannot duplicate the tech. It's not going to be scalable. It's not going to work. It's not going to be secure. It's not going to be efficient enough or cheap enough. So
And that was earlier this year. I think that was in like April.
And I love this breakdown so that people have a better understanding of what they are investing in. This is the type of research you got to do so that you know what you're purchasing. So that's why I like the breakdown here from Mr. Man in the post where he tells you right here, this is the part that's going to go over everybody's head about how the risk weight from 1,250% to hold unbacked assets like Bitcoin, XRP, and ETH, that has to go down before the banks will use XRP for liquidity. So that's the part that everybody's gonna miss, and then they will use XRP as the bridge currency. But right now they have the risk percentage at 1,250%. So of course the bank's not touching it because they put a high risk on it right now because they're not ready for that. That's when they say go. So that's when all this ISO shit goes live. We get the market structure bill and all that. Then you will probably see they start utilizing this technology. And then at full scale, yes, that's going to take years, probably in the next 3 to 4 years at full scale. But the price of XRP in 2030 is going to be like what we'll see between. It'll start going up, but full blown, oh my God. That's why it's so important to know DeFi and understand how to borrow against your assets and how your assets can be working for you, because a lot of people are going to make the mistake and they are going to sell at 10, 20, 50, 100. If they can make it past 100, I'll be shocked. But if it gets to 500 to 1,000, people are going to sell very, very early. And it sounds crazy right now, and it sounds like I'm cool for Cocoa Puffs, but people are going to sell at $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. They're not going to be able to hold to when this asset can too get to 6-figure ranges. People will not be able to hold that long. They won't hold that long. And then people ain't aware of borrowing against your assets. They don't know nothing about DeFi. All they know is that the price went to $10 and they sell them. And they know that. And they know a lot of people are not going to be able to hold that long. But that's why it's important to understand the technology and what it will be doing. He just gave y'all a perfect example. If they have to move billions, if not trillions of dollars a day, why in the hell would the price only be $10? So why so why on earth would you sell at $10? That's slow. Oh, but it's not slow because you didn't know what the asset really was. You didn't understand the technology. So of course you sold at $10 because you treated it like it was a regular asset, and it's not regular whatsoever. So yeah.
She said, "Why the hell? Exactly. Why would it be just $10, fam? Why would it be just $10?
Why would it be just 100? If you gotta move millions and $billion a day, if not trillions, you know, why on earth would it be $10?
Yeah, $10.
You can't be the brightest in the bunch.
and listen. If you got in at 0.000 whatever, and it went to $10, and you, hey man,
I still wouldn't sell. Not when Ripple just told you at the Ripple Swell event they're coming out with a lending platform. Why on earth would you sell?
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
They just literally told you at the Ripple Swell event that they're coming out with a lending platform, and there's gonna be people out here cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs selling this damn asset at $5, $10, and $15 and $20, and it's gonna be the most idiotic shit ever because they're gonna be kicking themselves when we start seeing 3 to 4 digits, because it's going, yeah, you're an idiot. Like, yeah.
And the worst thing about it is, they probably gonna F off the bread. They probably just gonna buy whatever. They're probably not gonna reinvest it in nothing. They're probably not gonna start nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're probably gonna be like, oh, okay. I got such and such X amount of dollars now. So I'm gonna just buy me another car. Something that is gonna depreciate. Instead of possibly looking into DeFi, possibly looking into some other ways of multiplying that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, everybody has their choice. Everybody has their options.
Exactly. So
Ash and D, is that extra strategy class half off by any chance? It should be, but if not, you talking about the old one we did? Not sure.
Oh no, I think we took that one down because the exit.
Oh yeah, we took that one down. That's
the
right.
exit strategy has changed. That was before we got into DeFi.
That's right.
Yeah, we took that one off.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We was talking about stuff. We didn't understand DeFi. We didn't understand the magnitude of DeFi. Yeah.
Yeah, at that time we didn't. Whole different ball game. But yeah, as far as the tech side and arguing about the technology and what XRP gonna do and all that, I'm gonna redirect y'all to Curtin T. Don't come to me with that. That's why I showed y'all the clip of the experts talking about it, and I just read because I'm not here. If your conviction is that XRP price ain't gonna be that big, whatever you over here talking about, pathetic, talking about something about Ripple's acquisitions and whatever they hold. If you falling for that FUD, because that's been the same old FUD that's been floating around the space for years now. That's on you. If you've been convicted of that FUD and that's what you believe, then I'm gonna just have to let you believe it. You can go talk to Kurt though, or T. I don't know what Kurt doing right now. I would have him if he was in the chat. I would definitely have him come up to explain all that to you because he definitely would be the one to explain that. But just be careful who y'all talking to in the space because there's really haters out here. People out here hating. These people out here hating. I don't know why they hate that asset. I don't know why you can hate something that can make you money, but they'll come up with any and everything for y'all to not get that asset game. And a lot of them be paid ops. And it's a lot of paid ops in the space now. It's more now than it was ever before because we're getting close. So I'm gonna shut up.
It may not be the most valuable asset right now in the game, but it's the most polarizing. It's the most talked about in the entire space. And there's no doubt about that. And there's a reason why.
Yeah. Serious said it because they pay exactly.
Shout out to Mr. Jay Butterworth over there on YouTube with the super chat. Appreciate y'all.
So let's talk about Ledger real quick because we had 2 Ledger articles. I'm gonna do yours first. It said Ledger pages blocked as UK's crypto crackdown hits education, advertising, banking.
Okay. I'm gonna go over this real quick because I gotta hit it. So Ledger, what happened with Ledger over there in the UK? So basically what happened with Ledger was in the UK, the new 2025 rules about financial promotions are causing crypto companies to block some web pages for the UK users, even educational pages from Ledger. So people in the UK are seeing messages that pages are restricted, and some are using VPNs to read wallet security guides or download files. This is part of a bigger UK crackdown. So stricter rules on crypto ads, tighter banking limits, and more ID surveillance systems. Supporters say it protects consumers, but critics say it blocks basic information and basic education. It makes crypto harder and less safe for regular people. Because if they're making it very hard for you to, get educated on crypto, that's a form of just taking shit over, right? Like that's what we don't want. We want to stay educated. That's why we do what we do. So basically what exactly happened is Ledger is blocking certain block pages from UK visitors. So including guides on making wallets safer, and the pages. So due to the new UK rules, certain ledger.com web pages are restricted. So they're restricting education over there in the UK, fam.
Wow.
So the new UK financial promotion rules require registration and approval for crypto communications that could be seen as encouraging investments. Why it matters is because people can't easily access security instructions or verification files for their hardware wallets. And then some UK users report needing VPNs just to read documentation, ironically making safe self custody harder. So they doing it. They doing it, fam. And it's part of a larger trend in the UK. So on the advertising side, a Coinbase ad was banned in the UK for allegedly misleading claims and criticizing the economy. It ran online before being pulled from TV and billboards. And then in banking, major bank like NatWest limit crypto, refusing some business clients who accept Bitcoin, capping deposits, and blocking payments to exchanges, fam. Many apps show warnings or stop. Why are they going so hard? That's a rhetorical question, guys. Education and communication. So crypto companies face stricter promotion rules and, pushing them towards these blockages. So that's concerning to me. But we already know why they're doing it, fam. They don't want you to be knowing all this shit like this. It's cool with a small amount of people, but once the masses start getting on board with like, okay, I could do this and I could self-custody and stuff like that, They're gonna scare you out of this. They're trying to scare you out of this shit.
I got one more article on there. Hold on. No, they definitely trying to scare you out of it. Because you notice the article, that the one I sent, to make sure that they mention about the hacks, the surge in hacks. They definitely trying to scare y'all out them cold wallets game. They're trying to scare y'all out them cold wallets. So Ledger eyes New York listing as revenue hits triple-digit millions amid surge in hacks. So Ledger is weighing in a New York listing after revenues hit triple-digit millions in 2025, driven by record crypto hacks. They're saying because of hacks, people wanted to get on a cold wallet. Maybe that was it. And growing demand. Okay, so it was a growing demand for cold storage wallets. Okay. So let's see. I don't blame Ledger. Y'all better get compliant. That makes me feel better because I still hold some assets in Ledger, even though I prefer the Descent wallet. I don't like talking about cold wallets because ain't none of them paying us a motherfucking dime.
Hell no.
So please do your homework on cold wallets. If y'all want to drop the different cold wallets that y'all use in the chat, please drop them in the chat because I'm not here shilling Descent or Ledger. Just to put that out there. I'm tired of these people getting free promotion. But it was news, so we're gonna cover it. So here we go. Yeah. So what's happening? So Ledger, the hardware wallet company, is seeing booming revenue in 2025 as demand skyrockets for its cold storage devices. So because of this strong growth, Ledger is considering listing in New York, moving beyond its European roots. So one driver is crypto hacks and cyber attacks are rising sharply. So for example, thefts of digital assets in the first half of 2025 already surpassed a full amount stolen in 2024. Damn. So for those invested in digital assets and analyzing macro trends, it shows there's strong institutional and retail demand for security solutions in crypto. When hacks increase, people flock to wallets and custody solutions. So if the space gets more secure and trusted, hardware wallets or cold storage, crypto becomes more accessible to those beyond the hardware crowd. So it's becoming these ledgers doing well. And they show that their protection is not fringe, so it's becoming more mainstream. So a listing in New York implies more capital market exposure, more publicly transparent growth, which tends to bring more institutional money into the ecosystem. Which is good for liquidity and growth. So yeah, Ledger is riding a wave of increased security demand due to cyber attacks, driving revenues into the triple-digit millions in 2025. So they're eyeballing that U.S. New York listing to tap into the larger capital markets and expand presence. So for the crypto ecosystem, this signals increasing maturation of the infrastructure side, a structural positive for asset security and investor confidence. Kurt just texted me.
Oh, for real?
Yep.
What he say?
I asked him if he was busy, if he could hop on real quick. All right. So yeah. Ledger was actually the first cold wallet I bought. I don't know if y'all remember, but I had a video when me talking about Ledger that went viral. Ledger, y'all owe me a check for real. Y'all owe me a lot of y'all owe me, a couple of y'all owe me a check. I'm gonna be dead ass with you. Like, I'm gonna actually sound like an arrogant, cocky bitch right now. But Ledger, I put so many people on Ledger, it's not even funny. Like, y'all dead ass owe me a check. Like, and I'll be generous and say, yeah, if y'all send me a good like 25,000, we can call it even. But y'all owe me a check. Like, I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Like, put so many people onto Ledger, and this was back in 2022, 2023. So this was before all the other wallets did all these major upgrades and stuff that they have now. So I definitely put a lot of people on Ledger. Ledger, yeah, y'all owe me a check. I ain't gonna lie, y'all owe me a check.
Yeah, beyond it, yo, beyond it for real.
For real.
For real. So.
Kurt wanna know what y'all talking about. Let me scroll up for a second. Yeah, I'm trying to see if Kurt got 5 minutes for y'all. In the meantime, because I know when Kurt hop on, we ain't gonna get back to these articles. Coinbase. Let's talk about Coinbase real quick. Share. So Coinbase launches public token sales platform with U.S. access. Monad as the first issuer. So we're gonna talk about Coinbase real quick. See what they got going on over there. So Coinbase is rolling out a new token sale platform aimed at letting retail investors, including U.S. residents, participate in token launches. So the first project on the platform will be Monad. Its token is MON, which is MON. That's the ticker, MON. So the public sale runs from November 17th through the 22nd, through November 22nd, 2025, ahead of its mainnet launch. Also, important features. So the tokens will be purchased using the stablecoin USD coin, which is USDC. Minimum purchase is $100. The max is $100,000 for the sale. The allocation method uses an algorithm that gives priority to smaller buyers or true users, not just large whales. So the token sale is open globally in 80 plus countries, including the US. So after the sale, tokens will be listed on Coinbase's platform. The idea is this is both a fundraising plus distribution method plus listing pathway. So it marks a return of token sales, sometimes likened to the old ICO era, in a regulated platform environment, accessible to regular investors again after a long hiatus in the US because of regulatory risk. So this kind of offering could be one of the earlier opportunities to participate in a token launch through a major exchange rather than waiting or only hearing about it later. So the fact that Coinbase is building infrastructure for early stage token access could imply new pathways for flows into digital asset ecosystems, which means more competition, more innovation, potentially more volatility. This Kurt. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on? What's going on? You want me to put you on speakerphone? I said you want me to put you on speakerphone? You know I'm on live.
Oh, you're on live, okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. Okay, because I didn't know if you saw the picture I sent you.
Yeah, so it looked like somebody was asking a question about just whether or not people can build companies or Ripple can acquire companies that's gonna use XRP or not.
What? It was about that RippleNet stuff.
Yeah, I think that too, and I don't think people really understand. Like, yes, companies can partner with RippleNet and not use XRP, but the whole benefit of maximizing cost is using the fucking digital assets. Like, I don't know what people think. Like when they acquired Hidden Road for what was it, 1.5 billion?
Mm-hmm.
Do that people not realize that Hidden Road is going to be processing those transactions on the XRP?
Do you want to explain that? I wanted to put you on speakerphone, because you could explain it more thoroughly to me. But see, this is what happens when you got XRP haters on there sounding smart and spewing bullshit, because then you got people asking these type of questions about, Ripple doesn't need that, and companies can use RippleNet without XRP. But they don't.
I think a lot of just of the conversation, because people don't just fundamentally understand, what's going on, and they need to be spelled out everything in documents. and that's the sad part with like reading documents. You have to. It's the difference between reading and comprehension. A lot of people lack comprehension. It's not a jab at anyone. This is just a wide known statistic. Comprehension is very low for a lot of people because that's why they can put information in these documents and people can say these things like, oh, well, this company, they can all acquire, these companies, Ripple acquires these treasuries and Hidden Road, and they all can do that and not use XRP. Like, did y'all just not hear the CEO of Ripple Swell say XRP is at the center of everything we do? So what else do you need? Like, you gotta stop being dumb.
Okay. That's exactly what I'm getting ready to say. So let me call you when I get off here. Yeah. All right. All I'm gonna say, he said a whole lot. All I'm gonna say is that companies are going to utilize XRP for digital assets. It's just more convenient. Also, the CEO just told y'all that XRP is at the center of everything that they do. So that is why all that RippleNet stuff. It's like, yeah, but they put the XRP at the center of everything. The CEO says that. So y'all can take that up with the CEO. Okay? But we're gonna move on. Cause Kurt at the point now where he just like, y'all ain't reading and comprehending well enough right now. So like but it's all good. It's all good. What was I doing? We was going over Coinbase. I think I was the end though. D, where you at?
I gotta go.
Okay, all right. Oh, damn, it's an hour already? All right.
Yep.
All right, time be flying. All right. All right, yeah, so we'll see him next time. But yeah, I think other than that, the rest of these we could save for this evening because I don't think it's gonna be a lot of news today. But yeah, y'all, do your own research always, okay? Get in the Patreon. Make sure y'all learning DeFi. Let's get on this DeFi train. Let's get this money on. Other than that, we gonna hop off. All my gamers tap in. If you want that link, let me see what's going on with that. But yeah, if you want that link, tap in with us. Well, I'm gonna figure out. I'll get y'all in the chat. Just tap in with me. I'll send y'all the link. I already hit up Robbie. See if it was a different type of link or something. But we'll get y'all in there. So all my gamers, absolutely tap in with us. Let's get on the game. Let's play. Got y'all. Appreciate you, Mo. Appreciate you. Let me get a link to get that hat. No, just go to Culture Kings, gang. It's on Culture Kings. All right, y'all. So we'll see y'all this evening. All right. We'll see y'all on the 6 p.m. live.